Hi everyone. Guess what? It's Shark Week. It's my favorite week. I love Shark Week. I love learning about sharks. I love reading about sharks. I love watching about sharks. I love Shark Week. Plain and simple. I love to see about all the different kinds of sharks there are. There are scary sharks, there are not so scary sharks, there are big sharks, there are little sharks, there are sharks in the ocean. That's where they live. So, we're going to do a craft about sharks, and it's going to be awesome. But we're also going to learn about sharks. You're going to have this cool paper, and it's got all the different names of all the different kinds of sharks. I think that's so awesome. So what I'm going to do at home is laminate it, because I love laminating, and cut it out and put it somewhere, because I think it's so cool to see all the different kinds of names of sharks inside the shark. I wonder if you could name all of the sharks. Do you think you could? Name off a couple. Let's see. Can you name this shark? Anybody? Anybody? Very good. Whale shark. There are so many different kinds of sharks. All right. Also, you are going to learn a couple of things. Some people seem to think that sharks should not be in the oceans right now, and I just wanted to send home a couple of reasons why sharks are actually good for our oceans. All right, so I'd like you to take a look at that. Unless you already know why, then you can just say it. Yeah, some of you did know. Good job. Good job. Here are a couple of ways that sharks actually help humans. Now, I don't know if you knew that either. I think a lot of things we hear about sharks are how they bite people or they eat people or whatever, stuff like that. Sharks live in the ocean. That's what they do. When they do bite humans, it's not usually because they're out to kill you or out to eat you. They're just checking you out. You're in their home, and they are trying to figure out what you're doing there. So here's some ideas of how sharks actually help humans. Then there's another little just fun facts about sharks, some things that maybe you didn't know, just some fun little not worksheets because that sounds boring, but just some fun little things. Oh, and here's this paper. If you have a shark that is your favorite, you can just fill this paper out about it. So, does anybody have a favorite shark? Yeah, I don't actually have a favorite, so good for you for actually having a favorite. I don't. Let's move on to our craft then. So now that you're going to learn a whole bunch of fun stuff about all these interesting creatures, let's do our craft, which is going to be a clothespin shark eating a fish. That's what they eat. They live in the ocean. Not all sharks eat fish, actually. There are some that don't. So you are going to have a clothespin, and you're going to have this template of a shark, and these template. They're two fishes. You're only really going to need one. If you want to use two, you can. And you're going to have a little stick. Okay, that's what you're going to have. You're going to need some tape or some glue, and if you want to color in your shark and your fish, then you'll want some markers. Okay. Oh, and you will need some scissors. So we're going to first start by cutting out our shark. So I did not do this ahead of time. I know sometimes I like to be prepared and have it cut out ahead of time. This time I did not. So we're going to cut out the outline of this shark. Actually, if you wanted to color it in first, you could do that. Or you can cut it out and then color it in, or you don't have to color it in at all. All your choice. I am choosing to cut it out. I am not going to color it in only because I am choosing to save time in our video. Okay, if I were to color it in, I'd probably use maybe some shades of gray, maybe a little bit of browns, maybe even throw in a little bit of blacks, but I'm not going to color it in. Okay, so I cut out the shark like this. All right, and then you're going to take your shark, and now you're going to cut it in half lengthwise. All right, if you want to cut out his teeth, well, hold on, let's cut it lengthwise first. Okay, so we're going to take him right about by his mouth, because that's where he's going to be opening. Okay, you're just going to cut the whole fish, the whole shark, all the way. Okay, I just cut it into two pieces. If you want to get really fancy and cut his teeth sharp, or her, then you can. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the fish as well. And the same thing with the fish. If you want to color it, you can. I'm sending you home 2 fish, but I am just using 1 for the craft. I just sent 2 in case you mess up or something. So you have an extra, you have a spare. Okay? The fish is really tiny, guys. This is going to use skills. Some really good skills, but I know you guys have the skills. You can do it. This one will not be cut in half, okay? All right, so the little fishy is cut. See how little he is? Oh, he's so tiny. All right, there we go. This is where our clothespin comes into play. I'm gonna use tape. You could use tape, you could use glue. Glue might even be better, maybe even hot glue for this particular part. But I'm using tape because I think tape is just fine. You are gonna take the tape or the glue, you're gonna take your fish, your shark, I'm sorry, and you're going to tape the bottom part to the bottom part of the clothespin, okay? It's gonna go like this, and you want it to be on the bottom so that the mouth is here where the clothespin opens, okay? So let's go ahead and tape that on there so that the shark has a bottom mouth. Whoop, the tape came undone on mine. I don't know what happened with yours, but all right. So let me put a little bit of tape on this side of them, and my Sharky, whoops, is almost ready. This is actually tricky to use the tape because the tape is so big and the shark and clothespin is so little, but I got it. All right, so there you go. I have the bottom part of the shark on the bottom part of the clothespin. Now we're gonna put the top part of the shark on the top part of the clothespin. And the same thing, tape it or glue it, whichever one you're choosing to do is totally fine with me. The bottom was a little bit easier with the tape because it was small enough that I just wrapped the tape around. The top, I don't know if I'll be able to wrap it around because the top's a bit bigger. But I'll give it a try, see what happens here. All right, well, it wraps around a little bit, just a little bit differently, that's all. Just have to be a little bit careful so that we don't bend the shark's body, because I don't want to bend his body. Okay, well, I got the back tail part on taped. Now I'm gonna make sure I have the top or the front, like where his mouth is. Okay, or her. I keep saying his, it could be a her. I mean, it's your shark. If you want it to be a her, it can be a her. There are girl and boy sharks. All right, here we go. And I have my shark all set. Now watch, when you open, the shark opens their mouth. That's so cute. This is really a cute project. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. I like it. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the back of this, okay? On the back of this is where we're gonna be putting our fish. But we're gonna start with the little stick, all right? Take your little stick, use your tape or your glue. If you're using glue, I'm guessing hot glue would probably be working the best at this point. All right, so tape or glue it on there. The tape is bigger than the stick and the fish, guys, on mine. That's all right. There we go. So I taped it. It's okay. Now you're gonna put it on the back of your stick here. So you want it to go here, but you want it to be so that when you open this, the fish is gonna be peeking through, okay? So you wanna put it at a spot. Let me show you. All right. So you want to put it at a spot where when he opens his mouth, you can see the fish in there. You might not even need the stick. The stick will help hold it though. All right, so when you figure out exactly where he's going to be peeking right through when you open the mouth, tape it onto the back or glue, whatever you're using. There we go. Yep, do that. This is not, oh, I pinched myself, guys. I pinched myself. Don't pinch yourself. It doesn't feel the best. And glue actually would probably, yep, glue would probably work the best for this, but I am determined, so I'm gonna use the tape. All right. The tape didn't work. Hold on. I think it's just at an odd angle. That's why the tape isn't working the best, because it's at an odd angle. Let me see. So I taped it on there and the fish is too low. There we go. I need you to be right there, Mr. Fishy, because I guess I looked at it wrong. All right, let me try this again. Maybe try this one more time. Okay, ready? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, go in there. Yes. All right, ready? Look, got it. And my shark is eating the little fish. Aw, it's like, I say cute, but I guess it's not really cute that he's eating a fish, but it is. It's a cute project, guys. I love it. So we just made a shark eating a little fish for Shark Week. Dun, dun, dun. I love Shark Week. There are so many fun, well, not really fun. Look at twinsies. Sharks, sharks, sharks. Sharks are so, oh, look at this guy. Look at his mouth. Ready? Oh, you wouldn't want him coming at you in the ocean. That's for sure. There's two of those guys too. Oh, look, a little baby hammerhead. There's a little tiny one. All right, everybody. I hope you have fun doing this craft. You guys learn something awesome on Shark Week, because Shark Week is actually really amazing. I mean, sharks are so cool. I love watching Shark Week, okay? Sharks are fun. You can learn a lot. You can learn so much from them. Oh, my paper fell down. I'm so sorry about that. See? Maybe the sharks ate it. Okay, everybody, have fun doing your craft. I will see you next week with the next craft. Bye, everybody. Da, 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 da.